Dandino out top. She's going to launch it from 3, and she connects.
Good afternoon from the campus of the University of Illinois as we get set for Illinois wheelchair basketball at the Arc. Jason Liggett joined by Kane Walters, 2018 alumni of the University of Illinois. And Kane, they have been at it all day yesterday and today. What so far have you seen?
Yeah, for the girls, this is the second time, third time they'll square off with Whitewater. The girls have got, for Illinois, they've gotten the best of Whitewater. You know Whitewater's going to want revenge to come out here with at least one win. So this will be interesting to see what changes either team has made or if they're going to stick to the same game plans.
We see Illinois tossing it inside right there, and throwing that one up is Katie Dandino, but unable to connect.
Dandino put up 55 last night in the nightcap. So we'll see if Whitewater does some different tactics to try to stop her today.
Yeah, 55, no joke. Wow, what a game there from Dandino. Rebounded by Emily Oberst for the Illini.
And Oberst and Dandino, they'll try to play a two-man game a little bit. And between the two of them, they can rack up some points.
Well, you mentioned Dandino scoring 55 last night. That was as Illinois won 70-51 over these same Warhawks. They won also yesterday afternoon 68-44.
Yeah, this Illinois team can put up some points. Whitewater, they're going to launch from the top, and that's way off. Oberst with the rebound for the Illini. She's going to bring it across down the left side. She'll go to the free throw line, pull up from there, airballed it. It goes out of bounds to Whitewater.
Yeah, good look there for Illinois, but just not enough muscle behind it to get it up there. And we're still scoreless here, 8:29 remaining in the first.
And something you'll notice between this game and the next one, girls play quarters, guys play the halves still. So they will play 4 10-minute quarters here. Guys will play the 20-minute halves after this. That's one of the very few differences between the men's and women's division.
Well, and very good for you to point that out. You know, obviously we've been kind of floating back and forth during the last 2 days, whether it's a men's game or a women's game. So we just witnessed a men's game here this afternoon, and those were 2 20-minute halves, but we are into 4 10-minute quarters for the women's basketball game. For those of you just joining us, it's Kane Walters and Jason Liggett on Urbana Public Television, streaming live on our Facebook. You can also watch it later on Comcast Xfinity's Channel 6 and 1096, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and i3 Broadband Channel 6.
And we have stoppage for medical reasons. It looks like possible blood. So they get a certain amount of time. I think it's 45 seconds or so for medical. They were able to get that taken care of. She will remain in the game. That was Lindsay Zerber of Whitewater.
And Dandino feeds that one inside, and just as you suggested, those two, a good two-pronged scoring attack there as Emily Oberst gets the first points of the game. Illinois leads 2-0.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of that. And
the Warhawks answer right back, though, to knot things up at 2, 7:36 remaining here in the first.
Yeah, that's one of Whitewater's weapons. Another of their weapons is Zerber. And if she gets going from outside, look out. She's one of those that can be very streaky. Dandino goes inside. It looks like Abby Farrell with the finish. And one.
Well,
Abby Farrell to the line for one.
Real nice feed there from Dandino, and good part on Farrell to finish that at the hoop and go for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Farrell's free throw no good. Rebound's going to bound out of bounds. It's going to be Whitewater basketball in the corner.
Well, in the background, you can see the Marching Illini made it here to the Arc this afternoon.
Yes.
Very cool atmosphere for the players on the court and the fans in attendance.
And the cheerleaders are on the baseline, so everybody's in attendance. That was a foul underneath, but I didn't see who they called it on.
Zerbrug going to take it out for the Warhawks, and a nice feed there to number 15 of the Warhawks, and she gets it to go. It's a 4-4 ball game now.
She has all four for the Warhawks. Now Dandino is going to try to answer, and does. You can't let her get that close if you're Whitewater because she's deadly from that close. That's where she got the majority of her 55 last night.
Katie Dandino, the Victoria, British Columbia, Canada native.
Whitewater has it on the right wing. Banks open. And Whitewater knocks it down to knot this at 6 with just over 6 minutes to play in the first.
Yeah, that was Marissa Bartels for Whitewater getting a nice look at the hoop, and
Dandino went long range. Dandino went long range there and couldn't connect that time. She has that range though. Look out if she hits it.
A little bit of miscommunication there from the Warhawks, as it looked like Bartels was looking over for Gabby Marriott, and that ball sailed out of bounds, so will be Illinois basketball.
And Dandino again, this time from free throw line. She connects. 8-6 Illini, 5.5 to play in the first. Whitewater will get it across the timeline. They're going to circle with it out top. Now they're going to go right corner. Number 15, she's looking for help. Instead, she'll kick it back to Zerber, who went long range, but could not find the hoop.
Some pressure applied there by Whitewater, but Illinois does inbound the ball.
Oberst trying to go baseline, gets cut off. She kicks it back. Now back inside Oberst. Can't finish, tipped around. Rebound controlled by Whitewater. They're going to bring it up. Left side. Now down inside off of Whitewater. Could not control the pass. It's going to go Illinois basketball.
Yeah, that was a good look there from Marissa Bartels, tossing it to number 15 for Whitewater, but she was unable to corral that pass, and it's Illinois basketball with 4:35 remaining here in the first.
And once again, Oberst to Dandino. Down inside. She connects again, 10-6 Illini.
That's a common theme so far in this game. I'm starting to like it. I don't mind that at all, Kane.
Yeah, and it can be either one of them. Between the assist and the bucket, it can be either one of them. Whitewater's got it in the corner, but they look.
Well, they really bailed themselves out of that one.
Yeah.
That was Lindsay Zerberg making it for the Warhawks.
She is a sharpshooter if she gets going, so that's something Illinois is well aware of. Dandenow's going to go long range. Can't find it there.
From well beyond the arc there.
Yeah. And she can hit it, too. She hit 4 or 5 of them last night. Whitewater's going to drive right down the lane there, Jason, and hit it. Tie this game at 10. Under 3.5 to play in the first. Inside to Dandino, she couldn't finish. And now Obers can't finish. Fight for the rebound. Was controlled by Whitewater. They get it across the timeline. They're going to circle back with it, go inside. Looking for help over in the left corner. Zerber. Oh, she almost got the front of the roll and couldn't quite get it to fall.
Yeah, those shots are killer, especially when you get down the stretch here in games like this, a close game so far, those ones that rattle in and rattle right back out.
Yeah. Danilo again. Up off the window and good. 12-10 Illini. Danilo can just do so many different things for the Illini. Whitewater with it in the right corner. With pressure, though. Turnaround shot by number 15 up, no good. Rebounded by the Illini. Danilo has it. Now over to the left block. And the Illini connect. That was Riley.
Riley Youngdahl right there.
For her first points of the night, that was another assist for the Illini as well, Jason. That's a lot of assists already.
Yeah, it is. Illinois doing a real good job of keeping the ball outside and then feeding it in at just the right moment. And really hitting their shots so far. Once they get those layups inside, they're quick to release that ball and using the bank board to their advantage.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage shots here early.
Well, we already touched on this is the third time in just 2 days that Illinois has played Whitewater, winning the first two. But what does it do if you're Illinois? How's that kind of affect your game plan, if at all, as you go into Whitewater? You've already seen them 2 times in the last just over 24 hours.
If you're Illinois, since you've won big in the other 2, I don't know that you change it much. But if you're Whitewater, you're obviously, you would think, trying to figure out how to stop Danino, who dropped 55 on you last night.
Yeah, very good point there. Well, they're hanging with the pace of the Illini so far. It's a 14-12 ball game. Advantage Illinois as we have a timeout on the floor. 55 seconds remaining here in the first. And Kane, what have you liked so far out of this first quarter?
The Illini have kind of stuck to what they do. They've been a lot of looking inside, a lot of getting high percentage shots. And if you're Illini, you got to think that's going to be a recipe for success.
And I imagine on the other side of the ball that Coach Christina Schwab has to be happy with her team's performance so far.
Yeah, the fact that you're hanging with a team that wound up pretty much blowing you out last 2 games, you got to be happy with where you're at. Only down 2 with just under a minute to play in the first. A lot tighter game than what it has been in the first 2. But both teams have been getting shots to fall early.
Will be Illinois basketball here. 55 seconds left in the first. From the arc on the campus of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, Jason Liggett alongside Kane Walters as we're watching Illinois women's wheelchair basketball. They are hosting University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
And it's Farrell who goes down inside with it. Now Riley Youngdahl throws it to the corner. Oberst has it from the right corner, sorry. Is no good. Rebound Whitewater. They're going to get it across the timeline. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds left in the first. And number 15 for Whitewater doesn't waste no time. She ties it at 14. 4 seconds. And Danino gets it off right before the buzzer to no avail. We're going to end the first quarter tied at 14. Very competitive game here in the first quarter.
Yeah, anytime you have a quarter that ends in a tie, it's almost like, even though we played a quarter, we're still resetting the game here almost, and we're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
You touched a little bit on how Illinois dealing with some injuries right now, but how does that affect this Illinois team, not only, for this game, but as we move forward with the rest of the season?
Well, the biggest thing is there's classifications in wheelchair basketball. And your classification can range from 1.0 to 4.5. And that has to do with your physical ability and how you can move in the chair and whatnot. And your 5 players can never add up to more than 14 points on the floor. So that comes into play on what you can and can't do substitution-wise. And especially if you have a lot of injuries, that really affects your ability to make very many substitutions. Like, if Riley were to get in trouble, foul trouble or something, Coach Stephanie Wheeler would have a very hard time being able to sub her out, because you could not play the one person on her bench right now that I do know 100% is available is Erica Wilson, but Erica Wilson's a 3-5. And if you play a 4-0, which they do have in Emily Oberst, Danino's a 4.5, you cannot play another 3-5 and your other 2 players and be okay.
Well, and that's definitely a factor that is exclusive to wheelchair basketball that I'm not exactly familiar with, but I was looking online and caught those classifications. Wasn't too sure what they meant at first, then I showed up here and you were able to explain it to me and our viewers at home, so I certainly appreciate that insight, Kane.
Yeah, that's something that is very unique to wheelchair, because obviously in stand-up ball, you can do whatever you want substitution-wise. You can sub whoever for whoever. It's all your choice. It's not necessarily all your choice. Your classifications dictate somewhat.
Yeah, it's another obstacle for coaches, really. Give them all the respect they deserve.
Oberst, left baseline's no good, and it's out of bounds.
So out of bounds on the Warhawks, so will be Illini basketball.
Underneath the bucket. Oberst, inbounds. She's going Danino. Out top. She's going to launch it from 3, and she connects. That is a 3-pointer to break the tie, 17-14 in favor of the Illini now.
Very nice shot from Dandino right there, and Whitewater tried to answer right back with a quick feed inside, unable to connect. So Illinois' ball once again and in the hands of Katie Dandino.
She's looking for help, can't find it. Now Abby Farrell. Her shot up no good. Rebound to Whitewater. Now they go down inside. Can't quite finish, but there's an offensive board there, Jason, and they finish that.
Yeah, good job by Lindsay Zerberg to be right there to put back up that rebound and gets 2 points off of it. So now Illinois' lead down to 1, 17-16.
Oberst with it for the Illini. We'll see where she goes with it. She goes middle herself, can't get it. Gets her own rebound, can't get the putback. And Zerberg has it for the Warhawks. And she's going to launch it from long range to no avail. And she can hit that, Jason. Danino has it out top. She thought about something, and instead she'll pass it up. Fight for the loose ball. Danino has it back. Now she's going to go long range. We got a foul. And if this is a foul on the Warhawks, she's going to line for 3.
And indeed it was. So 3 shots here coming for Katie Dandino.
First one up and good. Extending the Illini lead 18-16. Her second one. Up and good again. 19-16 Illini. Third one, sorry. Up and good again.
Yeah, she seems like a player that when she gets fouled and goes to the line, you just know she's going to sink them all. She's got a real nice shot on her.
20-16 in favor of the Illini. Just over 7 minutes to play in the second. Whitewater, they answered from down low, Jason. I couldn't see who it was, but they got the answer. Danino has it back for the Illini. She's going to drive right side. Her shot up, no. Offensive rebound, Oberst. Put back attempt, no. Zerberg has it for Whitewater. Zerberg is going to dribble it around. She'll give it out top. Now down to the left corner. Number 15 has it. Now left wing. A shot from them. No good.
Yeah.
Danino has it for the Illini.
That was Marissa Bartels right there for the shot on University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Danino takes it all the way to the hole.
She's just so hard to stop sometimes.
I've picked up on that. You say sometimes. It almost seems like all the time, but we'll go with sometimes.
She's got at least 10 already. Number 15 for Whitewater going to launch that shot short. Fight for the rebound. We got a foul.
Yeah, foul on the Illini right there, and set to inbound this one for Whitewater is Zerberg.
They give it right back to Zerberg in the corner. Now, number 15 for Whitewater connects from just about the free throw line. Making it 22-20. Under 5.5 to play in the second. Oberst goes into Danino. And Danino gives it off inside.
Yeah, it was a real good feed right there from Danino to find Ruby Elbert, and Elbert gets the bucket for Illinois.
And the crowd got noisy when she converted that, Jason.
Yeah, you could hear the bench over here chanting Ruby.
Now, there was a fight for loose ball, and they're going to say it's Whitewater ball. Zerberg inbound, right in front of the scorer's table. And Whitewater swings it to the left side. Number 15 has it. Tipped away and stolen by who else? Dandino. She's going to drive all the way in. Attempt to finish, no that time. Whitewater with it. Zerberg across the timeline. She's going to push and go all the way in, but she misses. LaToya Adams on the weak side rebound. Now, inside, Whitewater cannot finish again. But number 15 tracks down the offensive board again for Whitewater. Now, though, we get a shot inside by Whitewater that's up and good, cutting the Illini lead to 2.
Yeah, rebounding right there on that possession for Whitewater was huge as they kept battling back after those offensive rebounds.
And Dandino has it on the right wing. She's going to launch again. No. And Whitewater's going to go up for left side. Now down inside. Number 15 is going to miss it from in close. And we have full timeout, Illinois. Stephanie Wheeler wants to talk to her girls as this game is still tight.
Yeah, it is. It almost looked like Illinois was going to pull away there a little bit. They had a couple of 4-point leads and looked like they might keep rolling, but credit to Whitewater. They keep battling back here as Illinois still ahead, 24-22, 3 minutes remaining in this first half of action at the Arc from the campus of University, Illinois. We appreciate everyone tuning in on Urbana Public Television, whether that's live streaming on our Facebook page. You can also watch later on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UPTV6, or watch on our television channel. Locally in Champaign, Urbana, and surrounding areas, Comcast Xfinity's Channel 6 and 1096, AT&T UVerse Channel 99, and i3 Broadband Channel 6. Jason Liggett alongside 2018 alum of the University of Illinois, Kane Walters. And Kane, you mentioned that Coach Wheeler wants to talk things over with her team. What might she be saying in this timeout?
They are letting, I'm guessing that she's probably getting on them for allowing those offensive rebounds for Whitewater. They gave up several offensive rebounds in the last couple of possessions, and you know she isn't happy about that.
Yeah, that was a somewhat tough possession to watch if you were an Illinois fan, because those offensive rebounds, you look back at it and say, oh man, I wish we would have gotten a hand up or had a body in the right spot, and a couple of those just bounced the way of the Warhawks.
Yeah, and but if they want to, they know if they want to win this game, they got to be on the boards.
Absolutely.
Because Whitewater ended up getting points out of that, but they had 3 or 4 chances before they did it. Dandino goes long range, Jason.
That she does.
Again.
Not even giving us a chance to say what's going on yet. She's saying, hey, I'm throwing this up. You guys going to catch it?
That was her second triple of the game. Whitewater answers with a bucket of their own. 27-24, under 2.5 to play in the second. Dandino says, why not again? Not that time. She is definitely not afraid to fire it.
Well, quite frankly, when you've had the success that she has, no need to be afraid, right?
Right. I mean,
not like if I was out there launching threes. I used to be very afraid.
And now Whitewater has it on the left baseline. Shot from there, no good. Rebound, Dandino. She's going to get it across. She's going to come left side. Cut off. And she's going to circle back. Now go down the lane. Her shot from there up, no good. Zerberg with the rebound for Whitewater. And we have something called over on the left side. Foul.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling that one on Riley Youngdahl of Illinois. Will be Warhawk basketball.
1:25 left in the second. Illini lead is 3. Oh, wow. Illini give up another offensive rebound, but Whitewater cannot convert. And the Illini come out of there with the second rebound.
Yeah, Illinois might got lucky on that one.
Yeah, that was from point blank range. Oberst cannot connect from in close. Whitewater has it going down the middle, off the window, and good. 27-26. Illini, 40 seconds to play in the half.
Well, I think if you're Illinois, you definitely want to maintain this lead going into the half.
Yeah, you need a bucket right here. Almost got one, but instead, Abby Farrell's headed to the line for the Illini for 2. First one, too strong. Farrell will get a second. Farrell's second free throw, too strong as well. Rebounded by Whitewater. They'll get it across the timeline. Now they're going to go left side. Shot up and good. That's going to be Whitewater's first lead of the day, Jason, 28-27. 10 seconds to play in the half. And we have a foul.
Yeah, foul called on number 33 for Whitewater. So it will be Illinois basketball at half court with just under 9 seconds remaining. They're going to look to score fast.
Over. Long range, no.
So after Illinois led pretty much the entire half, they give up the lead just seconds before halftime. They trail University of Wisconsin-Whitewater 28-27 as we head to the half. We'll go ahead and take a break here. We'll be back with second half action from the Arc. It's Illinois 27, Whitewater 28. We'll be back on Urbana Public Television. On this Saturday afternoon, turning into Saturday evening on the campus of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Jason Liggett alongside Kane Walters on Urbana Public Television, streaming live on our Facebook page. And Kane, as we come out of halftime, Illinois trails by 1. What do they have to do in this second half to get the W?
They got to control the glass better, for one, and not give Whitewater second chances. That's how Whitewater got a lot of their buckets, because they weren't necessarily great from the floor, but when you give them 3 shots at the bucket from in close, they're going to convert 1.
Yeah, we touched a little bit about that on the first half, just the times that they've had so many good offensive rebounds and second chance points. Thankfully, they don't get a chance to do that there.
Yeah, and Oberst has it. She's going to get it to Dandino, who is going to wait and get some help. Now she's going to look inside, can't find it. She's going to go all the way across court. Oberst. Shot just before shot clock violation up. No good.
Well, we talked a little bit about what Illinois was planning to do, but that was probably one of Whitewater's best defensive stands right there.
But there again, long rebound and give Whitewater a second chance here, Jason. Now, number 23 has it. She'll give it back to number 15. Down inside now. Shot up, no good. Rebound, fought for. Pulled out of there by Whitewater. And now down inside again. That shot up from in close, Jason. And Whitewater stretches their lead to 3.
Yeah, they get that ball inside to Liz Kimes for Whitewater, and she's able to just knock that one right in.
Now Oberst has it on the right side for the Illini. She's looking for help.
Good defense there from Latoy Adams of the Warhawks.
Now Dandino. She's going to go long. No.
Ball is loose. Dandino gets it.
Dandino just slid back a little bit there and tracked it down. Now the Illini with a second chance, and they convert.
Nice feed there to Emily Oberst as she tosses that one in.
29-30. Whitewater leads. 7.5 to play in the third. Dandino tracks down a loose ball again. Illini have it back. They have the chance to take the lead. Dandino goes down low. Oberst, no. Rebound, Whitewater, Latoy Adams. Adams has it. Now she'll give it to number 23, who bring it out top. Now she'll kick it down to the right corner. Now Zerber, no. And the Illini with the ball. Oberst down the left side, and she'll pull it back out. Now Dandino inside. Count the bucket and the foul.
So Illinois takes the lead there, 31-30, and Katie Dandino headed to the line. And something I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, Kane, as we see a timeout taken, is I kind of noticed it a little bit more in that last possession from Illinois, is when is a travel called?
So a travel in wheelchair, in stand-up ball, it's 3 steps. In wheelchair basketball, it's 3 pushes of your wheel. The third push of your wheel is going to be the travel. And that can be one wheel or both wheels, because it counts as one push if you hit them simultaneously. But if you're just kind of wheeling with one wheel, you can't touch that wheel 3 times or it'll be a travel. Because you do kind of use one wheel sometimes if you're trying to angle yourself or whatnot, steer away from contact maybe. That's kind of how you steer your chair, is you adjust what you're pushing.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned 3 pushes, so it's not necessarily a distance that you travel, so it could be to where you see someone push from the free throw line and get all the way to half court.
Right. Especially if they have momentum from the free throw line already, then yeah, they can easily get across half court if no one cuts them off.
And Katie Dandino hits down that free throw to make it a 32-30 game, 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, and actually in the rule book, I think the word is touch when it comes to travel. Not push, but push and touch are the same thing. But if you keep touching to try to slow one wheel, that can also get you one. So I think the actual word is touch. But touch and push kind of go hand in hand in wheelchair basketball.
Well, I think all the players doing a very good job so far this afternoon. We haven't had any travel calls.
I've only seen, I think, one all weekend. These are elite level ball handlers, most of these people, so they don't really have very many of those called.
And what a feed there from Oberst, finding Dandino right under the hoop to make it a 4-point ball game. Illinois leads 34-30.
And Zurbrugg has it for Whitewater. She's going to circle it across the top. She's going to swing it. She's going to swing to the left wing. Latoya Adams has it. Now she gives it back to Zurbrugg on the left side. Her shot from there, no good. She could not get the left baseline shot to fall. Dandino. She looked like she wanted to stop and pull up for a three there, Jason, and thought better of it.
She did. She found Oberst underneath and then got the offensive rebound and was able to throw it in. So 36-30 game now, and hopefully Illinois can keep the momentum going their way.
I think if they keep building a lead, you're going to see, even though she's already used one this half, you could see Christine Schwab call another timeout.
Well, you certainly don't want to get have the ball game get away from you too quick here.
No. Circus shot by Whitewater up no good, draws no iron. Dandino going long, looking for Oberst. She found her, but Oberst can't get the shot up. Instead, they'll go down inside.
Yeah, good feed there to Riley Youngdahl. Youngdahl unable to connect on the shot. Playing some defense in the backcourt right there, and called for the foul is Youngdahl. So Zurbrug's going to take the ball out of bounds and tosses it in and gets the ball right back here as Whitewater sets up their offense.
Josie Dehart from the right corner connects.
Yeah, Josie's having a real good game for Whitewater. She was big in the first half.
And she's one I've seen score a lot of points in the game too, so she is definitely one of their weapons. Dandino looking for room. Can't find any. So instead she'll just pull up and shoot. Can't find the bucket. Off the front of the rim. Whitewater comes out of there with the ball.
Coach Stephanie Wheeler doesn't necessarily agree with that call, but it is Whitewater ball regardless.
And I think it was on Dandino. And yes, Stephanie Wheeler definitely did not. That was the first time we've really seen her voice displeasure with a foul today. She is one known to voice her displeasure with fouls, but that's the first time we really heard her today.
Latoya Adams gets the layup there for the Warhawks, and now they trail by just 2.
But the Illini answer at the other end, Jason.
Yeah, and a familiar name at that. Dandino tosses it in there. 38-34 ball game. 2:27 remaining here in the third quarter.
And now Dehart has pressure. Now they swing it. Zurbrugg, right corner launches. No. And who else? Dandino. Rebound. Dandino drives all the way in, Jason, and finishes.
Very nice move there from Dandino.
Whitewater could not get her chair stopped. She gets all the way in and shoots it from point-blank range.
Well, she pulled up right up to Whitewater and kind of had a hard stop there and tosses it right in after she created a little bit of space.
And Whitewater answers at the other end, keeping this a 4-point game, 40-36. We're under a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, largest lead for Illinois is 6 points. They led 36-30 during this half. Most of the first half, though, is either a 2-point or 4-point ball game.
Yeah. And Whitewater answers from the corner that time, 40-38.
Yeah, it's Josie DeHart once again for the Warhawks throwing that bucket in.
Dandino with it for the Illini. She looks for help, can't find it. Instead, she'll just fire herself and finds the bottom of the net, Jason. 42-38. Whitewater goes out top to number 23. Now they're going to go. Zerberg's going to give it. DeHart, left wing. She connects. She's heating up, Jason.
She is, and that could spell trouble for Illinois, but they've had an answer so far. And foul called there on Dandino. So will be Whitewater ball here, and just below us, set to inbound this one, is Zerbrug. Last second shot there does not go.
So after 3, don't go anywhere because this one's tight. 42-40 with 10 minutes left to decide this one. Will the Illini come out with the sweep of the weekend, or will Whitewater steal one? This is a tight one, Jason.
Yeah, that it is, and it's really going to come down who executes right here in the fourth quarter. Who's able to knock down those tough shots or chase after those loose balls or get those rebounds, which we've seen Whitewater have some success here. But Illinois certainly the favorites coming into this game, so hopefully they're able to deliver and give fans what they expect to see. A very good crowd out here so far this afternoon.
Yeah, crowd has gotten larger as this game has progressed. The men are coming up next, and I think we've got the same band and cheerleaders and everything out here for the men, so I expect it to be the same type of atmosphere, and at least they're getting treated to a really good game here, Jason.
Absolutely, and this is my first full live wheelchair basketball game that I've taken in, so I'm kind of happy that it's coming down to the wire. I didn't want to blow out. I want to see them come down to the final shot here in the fourth. How about that?
Yeah, and
as long as Illinois makes it, right?
And I think so far today we kind of know where it's going if Illinois has one last shot.
I think so. I think everyone in the gym knows, and
it's 1 to 2 people.
And even with them knowing, I don't know if there's too much they can do about it.
Yeah. With the range of both of those two, I don't know that there is much you can do about it. They both can launch from long range. Dandino has it for the Illini. She gives it to Youngdahl. Oberst offensive rebound. Fight for the second rebound. No. Whitewater comes out with it.
So good look there from Youngdahl. She's unable to connect, but a good offensive rebound from Oberst, but doesn't get the basket. And foul called there on Whitewater. So
Adams. Latoy Adams.
Will be Illinois basketball here. They're just deciding where they're going to inbound it at. Will be the baseline. No, it won't. Oh, they're checking that shot clock on the far end there as it went off. So I don't know if they're getting a new battery or what the deal is there, but get the shot clock repaired here, and then we'll be back underway here at the Arc.
And working on that is Maureen Gilbert, the one who's in charge of setting this whole tournament up, Jason.
Absolutely, and I've been in contact with both Maureen Gilbert and Doug Boyer here at the Arc, and they've been tremendous to work with in helping us set up our streaming broadcast this afternoon and into the evening.
And let's hope they can get this one back up and running, and then we will play on as we got 9:28.
Well, it looks like Maureen has thought of everything. So, that she pulled out a spare shot clock is what it looks like after that one didn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to go get him.
Well, and kind of the nice thing is this happened right at the start of the fourth quarter. You don't want to see a momentum shift one way or the other for either team if one team is making a run. But with it coming just 32 seconds into the fourth quarter.
The band needs to start playing, Jason, because Whitewater is trying to drown them out, and they're not playing, and they need to turn it up here. Drowned out Whitewater here for a second.
Well, I can hear the Illinois cheerleaders trying to do some damage to this Whitewater crowd.
We are going to play on with no shot clock on that end.
They've got one.
Do they have?
They picked up the spare. So the
Okay.
original one is not functioning anymore, but they did the spare one.
And I cannot see it from my angle. Yes, I see it now.
It is smaller, and it's down a little lower, so yeah.
Yes. At any rate, Whitewater basketball, the Illini now lead 44-40. I didn't see who made that last one. Did you, Jason?
I did not. we were both checking out the shot clocks, I think.
Yeah. Dehart has it for Whitewater. She'll give it up to number 23. Her shot is short. And ball's going over the Illini. Oberst has it for the Illini. She's going to come up the left side. Now she's going to go down inside. Who else, Jason? Danino again.
Yeah, she finds Katie down there, and Illinois takes a 6-point lead here with 8:22 left in the fourth, 46-40.
Zerberg, no.
Well, that would have been big for Whitewater had that gone in. Would have been a big-time three here. Still plenty of time left to play here in the fourth, but Illinois looks to get their biggest lead of the afternoon. Foul is called, and looks like that one going on number 24, Lindsay Zerbrug.
And Zerbrug is the three-point threat for Whitewater. She has not found the range yet in this game, but if she does, she is deadly. Oberst with the bucket at the other end.
So now Illinois has their largest lead of the game at 8 points, 48-40, coming with just under 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And honestly, Jason, I think it may come down to conditioning here for these teams. Neither team has subbed out this entire game. Both rosters are short-handed. Whitewater only has one available on their bench. Illinois has one, maybe two available. Illinois is dealing with some injuries right now. Timeout, Christina Schwab.
Yeah, Illinois' lead blossoms to 10 after that shot from Emily Oberst, the Brookfield, Wisconsin native, and the Fighting Illini here. So, as you mentioned, Christina Schwab wants to talk things over as they trail by 10, 50-40. Illinois leads.
And like I said, this is kind of coming down to conditioning because nobody subbed in or out this entire game. So you're going to have an entire 40 minutes out of your starting lineups. And I know from experience, Illinois works really hard to keep their athletes conditioned, and it comes into play when you have to play games like this.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen Illinois sink some big shots already in this fourth quarter, and Whitewater, the ability to, have open shots, but just not able to connect on those.
Yeah.
And some of that just might come down to what you mentioned in conditioning.
If you're the Illini, you just want to keep this up offensively and get some stops on defense.
Yeah, and this has been a fast-paced game throughout, so even though we have a 10-point lead, that can go away in about a minute and a half.
Especially if somebody like Zerberg gets hot from three. She has definitely not been shy to shoot it this game, but she hasn't found the range yet. Instead, they go down inside, Jason.
Yeah, that's LaToya Adams right there for the Warhawks getting the bucket.
Adams cuts the Illini lead to 8. Youngdahl has it for the Illini. Danino goes long range and connects. She goes, you're going to cut the lead. Let's go it even more.
Yeah, Illinois fights himself up by 11 now. It was a long shot there and a big shot from Dandino.
That's at least Dandino's third triple of the game. DeHart answers with 2 for the Warhawks. And it looks like Whitewater is going to sub in their one sub next step ball.
Yeah, that'll be Liz Guerin coming into the ball game. Guerin, a freshman for the Warhawks.
And she is getting last-second instruction from Christina Schwab. But before she can sub in, Danino steals it. Back the other way for the Illini. Abby Farrell with it. Now picked off by Adams of Whitewater. Long pass ahead to Zerberg. She's cut off. In the right corner.
Yeah,
looking for help.
Good defense over there by Illinois. Down in the corner, Ruby Elbert and Riley Youngdahl team up to stop the offense of the Warhawks.
Adams cannot finish underneath. Rebound pulled down by the Illini. Danino is going to bring it up. Illini are going to give it to Riley Youngdahl. She's going to fire. Can't get the roll. Fight for the rebound. Danino wins that battle. She has to have a double-double, Jason. She has to have at least 10 boards.
Well, I know she's got at least 10 points.
Well, yes.
I thought I was going to keep track of the points and you keep track of the boards, right?
No, I think we've done lost track. And honestly, if we really got down to it, she could have a triple-double. There's been a lot of assists, too.
Yeah, very true.
Between her and Oberst, there's a lot of assists between the two of them.
Yeah. Some very good looks, especially early on in the ball game. They really had that connection working.
DeHart goes down inside. Adams cannot hit. Rebound. Adams gets her own. Put back, yes.
Yeah, good putback there for Adams. She's had a couple of rough trips down on the offensive side of things. Missed some shots right in front of the hoop. Missed another one there, but able to put that one in and brings it to a 7-point ball game. Illinois 53, Whitewater 46. And the shot is up and good. That's coming from Abby Farrell.
Push the Illini lead back to 9 with under 3.5 to play. Now Zerberg is down in the corner. She's going to circle back to the wing. Now DeHart, left baseline. Looking for a shot, cannot find it. DeHart has to throw it up. Oberst catches the overshot. Danino has it. For the Illini. She's going to drive in. Cut off. Pull up. Shot up. No good. And Whitewater is going to control Zerberg. And now Whitewater is going to swing it down here to the left corner. Now back to Zerberg. Zerberg for three. No. Fight for the rebound. Illini basketball. Danino, turn it back to Oberst. Oberst to get it across. And now Illini send it inside. That's Danino again, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, they kicked it back out to Katie Dandino, and she's able to sink that one and increase Illinois' lead to 11. So it's 57-46, a minute 41 remaining here in the fourth. For any of those just tuning in, it has not been this large of a lead all game. It's really been back and forth action. Illinois, I think they had up to a 4-point lead only in the first half and went down by 1 heading into halftime. But since the start of the fourth quarter, Illinois really starting to come in their own, and Whitewater not able to answer.
They do right there, though. Cut the lead back to 9, but there's only a minute and 15 left.
Yeah, and I suppose if you're Illinois at this point, you might think about slowing things down just a little bit.
They do have a 30-second shot clock. 30-second shot clock in this.
And we saw Emily Oberst fall there and get back up, so she'll be inbounding the ball for Illinois. She tosses it over to number 20, Abby Farrell, and back inside to Oberst,
who is fouled.
And that one's going against Latoy Adams of the Warhawks.
Oberst to the line. Just under a minute to play. First one up, no good. Second one. Up and good. Making it a 10-point game with just under a minute to play. Zerberg, long range, no. Danino has it for the Illini. She'll get it across, and she's going to slow it down a little bit. And Danino drives right in, Jason, and pulls up on the left block and nails it. She doesn't need any help.
Yeah, good move there from Danderno. Make it a 12-point ball game here late. Could be the last possession here for Whitewater.
You got to think it will be. And they convert down inside there, pushing this back to a 10-point deficit. But Danino looks like is just content to dribble this one out. 10. 5. Yep, she is going to dribble it out. 2, 1. The Illini with the sweep of Whitewater this weekend. They go undefeated, 3-0 on the weekend. 60-50 is your final.
So a big win there for Illinois women's wheelchair basketball as they wrap up the weekend, as you mentioned, 3-0 over University of Wisconsin-Whitewater Warhawks.